All right. What's up, everybody? Wax Pack Poetic, your boy Lou here, watching the NBA All-Star Game, doing some contest reply videos and drinking some tea. Let's go Mets. So this next one is for Yankees cards. Now, as you can see in the background, and I've made it known numerous times, I am a Mets fan. However, I grew up in a family full of Yankee fans. My dad grew up 2 blocks from Yankee Stadium, and so my first experiences with baseball were actually with the Yankees. My first baseball game I went to was Yankee Stadium. I didn't even get to go to Shea Stadium until I was probably like 12 years old. So I have my 10 best cards that most of these I only have 10 of these. So I'm ranking them. I'm building up my collection, and they are Mickey Mantle cards. Mickey Mantle was my dad's favorite player growing up, and he's become one of my, obviously, favorite players to collect. And I just started collecting this year. For the most part, most of these are from this year. I only have 10, well, 11. 2 I'm counting as one because they're reprints, but whatever. And Mantle was always larger than life to me. Mantle and Mays, and I have a real affinity for old school baseball in New York City. Even though I grew up in Jersey, old school baseball in New York City before the Dodgers and Giants moved to the West Coast. I just think it must have been an amazing time. And to hear the stories my dad would tell actually made me root for both the Mets and the Yankees growing up. I was more of a Mets fan, but I always would, hear my dad talk about the Yankees, Giants, Yankees, Dodgers in the World Series and their rivalries and stuff like that. And it made me want to see a Subway Series so badly that I would actually root for the Mets and the Yankees. Of course, in 2000, that ended because we all know what happened then. So now I hate the Yankees. But so I'm going to count them down. 10 favorite Mickey Mantle cards. So we have 10. Couldn't choose between these two. I got these 96, and they're these reprints that Topps put out with, I guess I don't know if I don't have a factory set. I must have bought a couple packs or something, because I was just getting out. 96, I was 18 years old, and I was kind of not collecting anymore, kind of stopped after like 94, but I would still, if it was in Toys R Us or Target or something, I would buy a couple packs of cards every so often. So couldn't choose between the two. I just think they're awesome, and it's like, they're reprints, but they get like the newer card stock and the gloss and everything that Mickey Mantle deserves. You know what I mean? And I love MVPs. I'm collecting one card from all MVPs as in a PSA set registry, so I may get this graded, even though I have a Mantle already in there, but I may do that. So that's 10. Speaking of my Mantle in that set registry is number 9. I got this. This is from the 1996 top set. It is 96 Mantle and a Gem Mint 10. I got it really good price. I have this card raw as well, and I don't know. It's just, I remember when he passed away. I was a senior in high school. I was about to go. It was the summer before my senior year. And my mom was actually living in Florida at the time. I went to go visit her, and I was actually eating lunch at the restaurant that she worked at when I was reading the paper, and I heard, or might have heard the day before, but I do remember when I read the newspaper article. So this is always a cool card. I was happy that Topps put the card in the set. Of course, for set builders, they went a couple years where they retired the number 7 card, and there was no number 7 card, and it was just stupid. But whatever. So let's see here. Next is another card that I picked up this year, and this is in pretty decent shape. I got it for under $100, which is crazy for a graded Mantle card, but it's a 64 Topps Mantle. It's in a 3. Okay, and it looks really nice on the front. Now, there is some staining on the back, and I don't know if you can really see it, but it looks like a gum stain, which kind of detracts from value, but I actually think it's kind of cool. I kind of like a little wear on my vintage cards. You know, it tells a story, you know what I mean? So that's that. That is number 8. Number 7, another card I picked up this year. It was one of the first cards I bought at a card shop near me. Not a card shop, a card show near me. And I plan on getting it graded. It is this. I haven't done it yet, though. 1962 Manager's Dream, Mantle and Willie Mays. This might be one of my favorite cards of all time. The only thing that keeps it from being my favorite card of all time is the year. 1960, not the design or anything, because I love the 62 design. However, I really wish that this card was pre-1958, because that jersey should not say San Francisco. It should say New York. But whatever, you know, nitpicking. Really, any card that has Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle on it is just amazing. Here's another card that I got, and it's in really good shape, and like such good shape that I really hope like it wasn't trimmed, and I got it cheap. 1964 Topps Giant Mickey Mantle, and I'm probably not gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna get this one graded or not. I'm trying to complete this set, and I think I have 20 out of the 64 so far, including this guy. And it's just, I love this set, man. It's just like, they're just big, clear pictures, and just the baseball in the end. It's just a nice, clean card. I really like it. And then the backs are awesome. They're like, they look like, you know, like newspaper articles, new with headlines on them and stuff. Really a clever thing. This is a great set to, if you're just getting into vintage. The card's very, very inexpensive. So 1964. This is another card. This is my favorite set design of all time. 1965 Topps Mickey Mantle. And it's a 2. It's got this little paper loss right there. And but this card is really well centered. The colors are nice and bright, and I love this card, man. I really wanted this card when I went to National, and I could not find it in what I was willing to pay. So I just looked, and eventually I found this. It's a 2, and but it's a really nice card. I love it, and I got a really good price on that too. This was also just under $100, which is amazing. Okay, so through the years, I have, during my collecting sabbatical, from the time I was a kid until now, I'm in my 40s, I did at times buy packs of cards. And in 2008, I turned 30. I decided that, you know, I'd heard about Topps Heritage, and I wanted to put the Topps Heritage set together. And I wanted to buy packs and build the set like I did when I was a kid. And I did it. And I did 2008 and 2009. I didn't do 10 or 11. 12, I did 15. So I've done a couple of them here and there through the years. And this was 2000 and I want to say 9. I can't remember if this is 2008 or 2009. It's a Clubhouse Collection dual relic, hand numbered to 60, of Mickey Mantle and A-Rod. Now, I know A-Rod's very polarizing. However, steroids aside, two of the greatest players of all time right here. And, you know, I haven't always been the biggest A-Rod fan, but it's hard not to like him. He's so good on TV, and you really get you really see how smart he is about the game. And I just thought this was so cool at the time when I got it, and it still is cool. I've had a couple of people try to buy it from me, but it's not for sale. Now, the next two cards have extremely significant personal value to me. And this is 1958 All-Star Mickey Mantle. And because, don't mind that numbers on the back. That's nothing. I love this card. The 58 All-Star cards are great. This card is one of the cheaper Mantles you can own. I think it's a triple print. And my dad, who was a big Mickey Mantle fan in the 80s, he got back into collecting, just buying top sets. He bought some packs of cards, but he would buy the set every year, starting in 87. And he is quite frugal and would not spend the amount of money it would take to buy a Mantle card until he saw this card in our local card shop down the street. Card shop was closing, guy was moving, and he bought it for $20 or $25 at the time, and this is probably 1988, and his is not in as good a condition as this. It's a little bit, but man, that card, when my dad got it, and you know, $20 to $25 was relatively decent amount of money, you know, 30 years ago or whatever it is now. And it was the only regular issue Mantle card my dad ever owned. And I remember going with him when he bought it and just looking at that thing like I was looking at, you know, like the Holy Grail. It was just amazing to me. And I said to myself that this was going to be one of the first cards I bought myself when I got back into collecting. And that's what I did. And, you know, so now I joke with my dad that he doesn't have to worry about leaving it to me or my brother. My brother can have it. I got my own. So, this is another card here. Has a lot of sentimental value to me. That is not a Mantle rookie. This is a 1989 Bowman Mantle rookie reprint. 89 Bowman came back out. They inserted these into packs. I think there was one every pack or one every other pack. They're not worth anything. They were like a contest or something in the back. I don't know what it is, but some type of contest these cards were. I collected this set. My dad found out that this set was coming back. He bought some packs, and he really liked the old cards, the Bowman cards. So we started buying packs together. I've talked about this before, but 1989 Bowman, my dad and I each put a set together, strictly buying packs of cards at my local candy store that was down the street, Alan Carroll's. And Alan Carroll's in Dumont, New Jersey. It's a 7-Eleven now. But anyway, and all the packs, there were a couple of, like the Duke Snider rookie, the Whitey Ford, Mays, and there was my dad got one right away. Excuse me. And for it took me so long to get one. I was not getting them in any packs. I was really looking for this card. I did not get them in any, and I was buying packs like crazy. And it was like all the packs my dad bought, he would get these. and I would get all the other guys, and it was starting to piss me off. Eventually, I pulled a bunch of these, but when my dad got one of his multiple ones, we would go through our cards. We would put them in our binders. We had, the spaces for the empty cards and stuff like that. And we would see if we had doubles, and we would make trades. And I made a trade with my dad for this card. I don't remember what I gave him, but it was just probably some nonsense, just some cards he needed for the set. And I was so happy. And this is still the original card. I still have the Bowman set, even despite it's one of the few things that I still have from moving around a lot as a kid. And so this card is very, very, very special to me, and always will be. It's even got a crease in it, which is ridiculous for 89. And the funny thing is that after I made that trade with my dad, I literally pulled like 15 more of these. So there's that. Now, this would have been number one, and it was number one for a long time, until I bought myself for Christmas this. I have a couple of these signed, including a Ted Williams one. I saw this for a really, really good price. It was not slabbed. It was JSA certified when I bought it. I had it slabbed, and it got a 9, which I really looked this over. I thought it might get a 10, but whatever, a 9 on just the autograph grade. But I love these Perez Steel great moments, and this is just beautiful. It's just a big, bold signature. It's underneath, like the whole picture's there. It's perfect. It actually is displayed in my baseball room, and this was my Christmas gift to myself this year. That and a 53 Bowman usual. So this is my number one Mantle card. I did see Yankees cards videos. I know he had like a big autograph as well, and he counted it, so I am counting this. And that's it. Now I have other things I collect, Mets cards, Gary Carter cards, things like that. But my Mantles are very special to me. I only have those. That's it. And I'm hoping to increase my collection over the year. Next on my list is a nice 62. But and then a 57 is a big one, because I have Duke Snider and Willie Mays already, which would be really cool to have all three of those. Their last year in New York. So again, Yankees cards, congrats. I think it's 700 subscribers you have. I really like your channel. And, keep doing your thing. Peace.